The most important part of marketing, of a marketing event, a marketing campaign, is your list. Who is your target market? It is the single most important event starting with marketing. You target, let's say you have great marketing, you have a great message, you have great educational sales, but you put it in front of the wrong people, you just severely damaged and decreased the effectiveness of that marketing. That target market, no matter who it is, whether it's personal injury attorneys, chiropractic patients, that target market is unbelievably important. And so it's the most important list that you will have in marketing. There will not be another most important list that you will create as a chiropractor. The personal injury attorney list is going to be your single most important list, period, because it's the most lucrative. And you have to have a list, and you have to know how to segment the list and why, and how to get the list. And that's what we're going to cover right now. So let me go into, first of all, this is the most common, these are the 4 greatest chiropractic personal injury attorney marketing mistakes. This is what I see happen over and over and over with clients that just start learning the information, and they get excited, and they do everything wrong. They do 4 major steps wrong, and typically they get beat down. They get a beat down. They get high defensive reactions, and this is why. So, and the reason I'm sharing it with you is so you don't do these things. So, number 1 is you pick the wrong attorney. So you picked the wrong attorney. Unbelievably important. And the reason I point that out is so many guys, when they start learning this documentation we teach, they get pretty excited. And it's pretty exciting information. And they run and they try to slay the big dog. They try to slay the attorney who's on TV because they're so excited. And they get a punch in the gut. A punch in the gut because they're not doing marketing properly. It's all about marketing, steps of marketing. Number 2 is the message. Focus on increased case setup. So typically, the 2 common mistakes with the message, the marketing message that I see, is the chiropractor his message will be how he can increase the case settlement. Well, that's called a pleasure-based. And pleasure is one of the weakest forms of motivation. That will not get you referrals. It will not. And it will not take that attorney from sending his cases to somebody else to you. It will not. So it's a component of the marketing, but it's the weakest part of the marketing. And most chiropractors, when they're not very knowledgeable or skillful, that's what they emphasize. And also, by the way, it doesn't take confrontation. It doesn't take confrontation, and that's the other reason they do it. Third mistake, no pre-selling. No pre-selling. They just run right to the attorney. They just run right to them. And you don't understand stair-stepping, paradigm shifts, defenses, resistance, trust, confidence. All those go out the window. And you think just because you're excited, they're going to get excited. And that is not how it works. And so there's no pre-selling. That's a huge mistake. There's no stair-step. And remember the formula to go into a target market. The basic formula is publicity first to a target market, advertising second, educational sales third. Most of the guys just run in. They rush in. No publicity, no advertising, no pre-selling, and they rush in. And it's a huge, huge mistake. It creates one massive defensive reaction. It's too much to overcome. It's too much information to swallow. For the attorney to swallow, it's too much. Next, no continued post-sale education follow-up. I'll see the doctors do their presentations, and then there's nothing. There's no follow-up at all. There's no continue. And what needs to happen is there needs to be a continual bombardment of education. And the education has 3 main categories. It's pleasure, logic, fear. pleasure, logic, fear in the educational sales presentation that we have with the offer. Pleasure, logic, fear. Every time you speak, it should be one of those categories, pleasure, logic, fear, with the offer, which is to evaluate, do a financial driver evaluation. And they should get that routinely and regularly. Routinely. Those are the top 5 mistakes right there. And that's typically the very naive, uneducated, ignorant chiropractor that does these. He does a combination of one of them, 2 of them, or all of them. And this is typically why you get beat down. You get beat down.